Hello, everyone. Today we're going to take a moment and talk about email etiquette. The proper way to send emails to people like your teachers, your bosses in the future, your pastors, your anyone who is a authority figure. And yes, there is a proper way to do this. And after spending first semester, um, talking to other colleagues in the building, other teachers in the building, we thought this would be something that is appropriate to do the first week of school um, in this new semester. So, first off, what is email etiquette? This is a set of expectations regarding how anyone should communicate when sending emails to, um, in your case, your teacher or someone of an authority figure. Why does it matter? First off, professionalism. Professionalism. You want to come across as someone who knows what they're talking about. Two, efficiency. Writing emails that are clear and eloquent will increase its effectiveness, the effectiveness of your communication. Respect. If you're writing an email, you are often making a request. So you want your audience to respect you as a person. And then common sense. It's an element of basic humanity. Being kind to others. Angry, hateful email is counterintuitive and normally doesn't set well with whoever you're emailing. So the first thing you need to do is consider your audience. The way you write your email is going to be different depending on who you write it to. We are going to focus on writing emails to a teacher. Um so because you are a virtual student, you're going to be emailing your teachers a lot throughout this semester. So you need to make sure you remember these tips when you're emailing your teacher. First one, if you are able to select a font, make sure it's a professional font. It needs to be clear. It needs to be, examples would be Times New Roman or Arial. When you get in those creative fonts, it makes it very hard to read. Also, use black. Don't change the color of your fonts. Do not highlight the text because it makes it difficult to read. The next email tip, you need to have a clear, concise subject line. This is something that I am going to make sure is in every email. If you do not put a clear, concise subject line, I will probably send your email back. It should include your first and last name. It should include your class period, and it should include the topic. So the example is Molly Weller, first period, reading journal. The reason we are asking you to do this is because, like me, I have 4 different virtual classes. That means I have about 70 different emails coming in, and not all of them are about the same topic that you're wanting to talk about. The next email tip, begin with a professional salutation. Okay, so when you email your teacher, dear Miss Vincent, good morning, Miss Vincent, or you can simply put Miss Vincent, comma, good morning, Mr. Strella. Good afternoon, Mr. Strella. That's how you should begin your emails. The next email tip, make sure you spell the name of the person you're emailing correctly. It looks lazy when you misspell it. It is written several times in Canvas. Please make sure you spell their name correctly. Avoid using exclamation marks in your email. Avoid using all caps. All caps signals that you're yelling at the audience. You are shouting at the audience. In this particular case, the audience is me. So it comes across as you are yelling at me. Avoid sarcasm by using winky faces or other emojis. It is very difficult to tell what the tone is of the other person in the email. So please make sure that you do not use a lot of sarcasm. Emojis are very unprofessional and it can be construed as passive aggressive. One of the other issues that we're having this year is extremely polite students, and you're just responding with okay or yes ma'am, yes sir, or thank you. While we do appreciate how polite you are, remember I have 70 virtual students, so when I get emails that are just thank you, they get lost in my email system. Um, you do not have to respond with just a thank you or an okay. Um, this way we can maybe not clog up your teacher's emails, and we can make sure we get the important emails that we need to read. A big one, next tip, avoid blaming and excuses. You need to take responsibility and ownership of your action. So when you're emailing me saying, hey, Miss Vincent, I forgot to do my assignment, don't blame it on your pets. Don't blame it on your parents. Don't blame it on your sisters. Don't blame it on your siblings. Don't blame it on the president. Don't blame it on anyone. Okay, I shouldn't get an email that says, hey, Miss Vincent, I went out shopping and completely forgot to do my assignment. Um, or my mom made me go shopping with her. Um, don't put blame on other people. When you email your teacher, you need to make sure you are clear and mention specifics. Remember, your teachers have many different students and many different courses. So, why did I get an F on my assignment? I'm going to respond to you and I'm going to say, what assignment? What are you talking about? Because I don't know what assignment you're talking about. I can't help you when I don't know. Be concise. You need to say what you need to say in a few sentences or less. When you email, make sure you try to do it in less than a paragraph. Big one. Do not email your teachers asking for extra credit. Okay, most of the time the students who are doing this haven't completed their mandatory assignments, and just so you know, I do not give extra credit. When you email, make sure you complete or you include both your first and your last name in your signature block. So put thank you and your name, first and last name. Thank you, Elmer Fudd. Sincerely, Bugs Bunny. My best, Mickey Mouse. Make sure you put your first and last name when you sign it. Always, 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 always sign your email. Proofread your email. Make sure you use complete sentences, proper grammar. There should be punctuation in your email. There should be capitalization in your email. This is something that a lot of you are using talk to text and you're not putting that punctuation and grammar in there. Make sure you are doing that. Allow for response time. You need to allow your teachers at least 24 hours to reply to your email. You need to email asking, never email asking for something to be done immediately, because that comes across as very rude. And if you'll notice down at the bottom, it says that I will not respond to emails after 4 p.m. or on the weekends. Okay? Your teachers have 24 hours to respond to your email. There's been several times where we'll receive an email with a request. Hey, Miss Vincent, can you open up this assignment for me? And then 15 minutes later, Miss Vincent, you didn't respond to my email. Did you get it? Okay, I along with all of your other teachers are also teaching in-person classes. We cannot respond to you immediately. Please give us up to 24 hours to respond. If you do not have a response in 24 hours, then email us again. A big one that you need to make sure you do is be aware of your tone in your email. Remember, you are talking to your teacher. If you would not talk like that in the classroom to me, then you do not need to talk like this in an email. Okay, you need to be more formal in your email. You do not need to write your email like you're talking to your friend. And remember, ultimately, the way you email someone reflects on who you are as a person. So you need to take your time. You need to do it correctly. And that's so that not only your teachers, but anyone you email takes you seriously and has respect for you. Email hours, again, I cannot stress this enough. Remember that the majority of your teachers are teaching in person classes as well as multiple virtual classes. You might not get a response to your email immediately. For me personally, I will respond to my emails during my office hours when those are set up. If you email me after 4 p.m. or on the weekend, please look for a response on the next business day. Your next assignment is going to be working with emails that your teachers have received over the course of the semester. You are going to be you need to use this PowerPoint. You can go back through it, this presentation. You can watch it again. You can pause it, whatever you need to do. And you are going to be making corrections to these emails that we have received. I will let you know this as well. I will be a stickler for some of these email tips throughout the semester. So if you forget something, I will probably email you back and say, please refer to the email etiquette PowerPoint, correct your email, and send it to me again. Okay? That's not to be mean. It is simply trying to teach you how to email properly. I hope that this all makes sense. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to email me. I will answer those as I get them, and I hope that you have a good day.